Our Washington Bureau Chief Jackson Proskow is with me. Jackson, Trump said in his victory speech that RFK Jr. is going to help make America healthy again. If he is confirmed as head of the Department of Health and Human Services, what would he actually be in charge of, and what's the reaction?
Well, Donna, the Secretary of Health and Human Services oversees 11 different agencies, including the Food and Drug Administration, the Centers for Disease Control, and the National Institutes of Health. Now, Kennedy is a highly controversial pick here because of his well-documented history of spreading conspiracy theories. And let's run through some of them. He has falsely claimed that vaccines cause autism, that antidepressants are to blame for school shootings, that chemicals are making children transgender, and on that list goes. And the thing is that Kennedy is not the only controversial nominee put forward by Trump. Here in Washington, there's another fight brewing over his choice for Attorney General. Weeks before he moves into the White House, Donald Trump has made clear he plans to keep one major promise: revenge.
Based on what they've done, I would have every right to go after them.
Nominating Matt Gaetz as Attorney General is part of Trump's plan to use the wheels of government to go after his enemies and potentially gut the agencies that once prosecuted his conduct.
Maybe I should serve as Attorney General of the United States. If necessary, I'd fire every little kicker at the J. Edgar Hoover building.
But Gaetz isn't going over well with the senators who need to confirm him. Not just because of his inexperience, but because he's embroiled in allegations of drug use and sexual misconduct with minors, previously investigated by the agency he's now supposed to lead.
I just think it's silly.
I can name between 5 and 10 Republicans who are seriously considering voting against this nomination.
Things got worse after Gaetz suddenly resigned his seat just 2 days before lawmakers were set to release a damaging ethics report.
This information could be relevant to the question of Mr. Gaetz' confirmation.
Even if not Gaetz, Trump has made crystal clear his expectations for the next Attorney General, a job he considers among the most important in his cabinet. Rattling nerves inside the Justice Department, where staff are used to changing administrations, but also working within the bounds of the law.
I think people are thinking about how they could find a rewarding way to continue to protect and serve the American people, while at the same time preserving the essential part of the department.
Trump's nominees for Director of National Intelligence and Defense Secretary are also highly controversial. Add Kennedy into that mix, and you get the impression that Trump is simply trying to shock and overwhelm the system, and more controversial picks are still all but assured. Donna?
Jackson Proskow in Washington. Thanks, Jackson.